Hello, welcome to Quackalope. Thank you for being here. We are starting our week of lists.
Yes, I mean favorite lists.
The best Kickstarters of the year, the worst Kickstarters of the year, the best games we actually played, the worst games we actually played. The 5 games we are going to play next year. And the 5 we're absolutely not. There's just no way.
It's not going to happen.
It just will not be.
Too many things in a way.
This whole week we're just doing a whole roster of top 10s and lists and sharing cool stuff with you, the community. So hit that subscribe button down below and let's start talking about the 5 games, 6 in my case, that we are 100%.
What? You're not allowed to do that.
Going to play.
That wasn't part of the deal. You said 5.
Next year. The 6 games.
You said 5.
Did you not bring 6?
I can get 6 because there's one over there.
Bring an extra. The 6 games we are 100% going to play next year. How did you approach this?
So I approached it for a couple of things. I know that there's some goals that I want to meet. So 2 of them are goals. Okay. And then there are 3 games that I'm guaranteed to play no matter what. But I also want to check on myself every quarter to see how I'm doing. So it's kind of like a way to motivate me to be better and do the things I want to do.
For me, it's about things that I'm insanely excited about, want to be purposeful about getting tabled, should have theoretically already have had tabled this year.
Oh, for sure.
But there's a big caveat. We do board game coverage full time. This job actually takes and steals the resource and the energy and the ability we have to play things for fun.
Yeah.
We're grabbing that back. We're taking a stranglehold of it. We got it by the gooseneck is what I'm trying to say. But when the turkey comes to shove, the feathers start a-flapping, and this is my chance to stuff a pillow and actually rest and play these games this next year.
Your avian friends will be very upset with you for your references.
That's true. Here's the thing. When it comes to my list, games have to match up in a variety of ways for us to justify playing them.
Absolutely.
They have to be new enough to be interesting to the channel. They have to be cool enough to be interesting to us.
Right.
They have to be easy enough to learn and table that we can justify it, which is hard.
That's a hard one. That's a hard one.
And so in the cycle of board gaming YouTube, this is a list of stuff that I think meets all of those criteria in its own unique way.
Okay, and so Jesse, for the record, because I'm in charge of all the scheduling, every quarter we're going to do a look back and see how we're doing.
He thinks that's going to happen. I don't think people are actually interested in.
Oh, I don't care if it's on Patreon or if it's.
He misses the fact that I'm the creative lead. Let's start talking about this list.
Great that you're the creative lead.
Stuff that we are going to play.
Who's doing the schedule?
My first game. Your director
of operations. Yeah.
The first game I am 100% going to be playing.
Okay.
This next year.
100%.
In fact, I might bring it with me on this road trip that I'm taking to Lakewood, New Jersey, Lexington, Kentucky, Miami, Florida.
If you play it before the end of the year, it doesn't count.
But no. If I learn it, I'll carry it through to the end of the year.
Ah, okay.
Because this is a game that has tons of opportunity to continue playing it through.
Play this one too.
The reprint, the relaunch from Fantasy Flight Games, the Lord of the Rings, the card game.
Yeah.
A game that I never got into despite loving the Lord of the Rings series because it was too much when it was not being currently reprint. Now it's accessible. Now it's coming back into circulation. Now they're currently doing the expansions and everything like that. It's time for me to dive headfirst into this. Very excited. I love Marvel Champions. I'm not a big fan of Arkham Horror. This is the same universe, the same card-driven system coming out of that. So I'm interested. I'm interested to see what I think. I have a friend, I know, Dan, yes, I'm looking at you, who owns everything from the old packs. He's going to be very happy for me.
He is very happy.
Interesting.
So this game is part of my promise. At Quackalope, we are looking for indie creators.
It's
We're looking
literally
for
one
great
of the
stories.
things you're told to do.
This is one of my favorite pet projects, is trying to find indie creators from all over the world. In fact, this particular game came from Ukraine. And I'm super excited to dive into it, but not only just this game, I'm excited to find more indie creators throughout the space. I'm going through Facebook. I'm looking for more opportunities to find more unique creators, go to more cons and things to try to look for people who are putting together great games so that we can showcase them on the channel and be able to do more with them.
And this is not from Ukraine, the part of Ukraine that maybe isn't in war. This is
literally from Kiev.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy and his team.
He was designing a war game before the war broke out.
Correct.
And so he's now adapted his war game. It's called Real Time War or Real War Time.
Real War Tactics.
Real War Tactics.
It originally started as a historical war battling game, then it went on to different things, and now he said, you know what, we're just going to make it this actual war scenario here.
Let's talk about the experience we're actually having. He sent us some videos updating us with the trucks and showing us himself on the ground there.
Literally, doing things to make the world better on this side.
We have no idea how good this game is.
I have no clue. But
we know the story and the people behind it matter, and we wanted a chance to highlight them.
Yep.
So we're excited to check it out.
My goal is going to be to find 25 amazing indie games.
So at the end of the year, we should have a list from West
of 25 amazing games.
Like the 25 games that if people did not pay attention to this journey, they missed some things that they are actually regretting, right?
Agreed, yes. Okay. 25 amazing indie games by the end of the year.
Okay, pulling another one over for me, a game that I picked up just recently at PAX Unplugged, Block by Block. I've heard so many great things about this game. Comes from a awesome designer, and so I am really excited to dive into this. I don't know too much about it specifically, but I know I've heard awesome stuff. I know it's a little bit heavier, a little bit more complicated. But this is one where I love the art, I love the aesthetic. The core premise is that you're protesting across a city block and like taking over different areas and different districts with like this cube-based system. I don't know though if it's like worker placement or if it's more like a tactical war game or it's more like an abstract game. I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. This is one that has been on my radar for months. I had the chance to see it, talk with the designer, pick it up at PAX. We purchased this right there.
It was great.
And I want to get this to the table. This is one of this is one of the ones that's selfish for me. I think the community would enjoy hearing about it, but at the end of the day, this is one that I want to play for myself.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And sometimes that's good.
Sometimes that's good.
This is not specifically this game.
What a stupid list.
This is I'm going to find 24, which is 2 Flamingo-themed games a month. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be Flamingo-themed, but they have to have flamingos in them.
What are you talking about?
I have to find 25 games that have flamingos in them that I've never played before. So I can't go back and play like Arc Nova or Wingspan that have flamingos in them. I literally want to play games with flamingos in them, and 25 or 24, because it's 2 a month, 24 games, either with flamingo themes or that have flamingos in them that I have not played yet.
You're going to have to start making your own games.
No. I already have 2. This one, and I have a Roll and Write that was flamingo themed that was on Kickstarter. So I'm 2 in, and it's not even January yet, and I haven't played them, and I'm not going to until January, so I can literally get them on my list, so I really only have to do
We'll update you over on Quack & Co. with Thirsty Thursday Flamingo-based updates.
Yeah, man. It's going to be amazing.
He's going to be too thrilled about that.
It's going to be great.
Let's talk about one of the massive campaign games that I have intended to play for a long time. Yeah. I actually gave a copy of this away at a certain point. I owned it for a while, had picked it up during a holiday season or something like that, during a sale over on Amazon. Just picked up another copy of this. This is one that I want to circle back to. This is one that I've heard great things from the community. I just saw some people playing it recently.
Yep.
And so for me, I want to know more about campaigns. I don't know that I'll be able to finish this. I don't know how deep I'll get into it. That's going to depend on the game and honestly our timeline.
Truly fair.
But I want to be able to continue doing what I do best here on Quackalope, which is leveraging story, leveraging flavor text. And this is one that for months I've felt like I missed by, right?
Yeah.
So, Descent, Legends of the Dark is going to hit the table because I want to be able to tell you if it's better than Kingdom Death Monster.
Totally fair.
Oh! Oh. You are playing Twilight Imperium again?
We will be playing Twilight Imperium again.
Should I tip this?
Please don't. Okay, no, I already spent so much time putting this back in the box, and it was like an hour.
I helped.
You did not. You literally went downstairs.
There's a whole video of me helping.
There is an entire video of you, like, pretending you're putting stuff together.
I organized so much.
You just literally made piles. Anyway.
I'm really good at the piles.
So good with piles. That's 100% his best thing. So, we played this game at PAX. I absolutely enjoyed it, even if Jesse was mean to me.
I think we make a cordial invitation to Space Cats Peace Turtles now that the world's opened up a little bit more.
Yeah.
The premier Twilight Imperium, they host the competition every year. They host everything. They have the Discord. I would like to offer to fly them up here sometime throughout this year and do a dedicated, actual, recorded playthrough full of sideway, tabletop with Will Wheaton style, past 2 a.m., to the side commentary, strategically, like we'll have a separate room with a camera where people can go talk with each other and negotiate. Let's do that.
It's going to be amazing.
Let's do that.
Yep. This is going to be on our list. It's going to happen. It's going to be fantastic. And I want to just continue to dive in because there's so many characters, so many things, especially with the expansion. Cool. It just makes it really fun.
Cool. I'm 100% on board. That game was so good.
It was so good.
5 a.m. and I left feeling exhausted.
It was like 8 hours
satisfied.
Of play. It was ridiculous.
I've been a big Clank fan for a long time. I like deck building systems. Now, I do have mixed feelings on some of the different modules, some of the different expansions. For instance, I think Clank in Space is the more solid mechanics engine, but I don't like the theme as much. I like classic Clank, but I don't think it runs as well. And now we have the brand new one.
Clank Catacombs.
Clank Catacombs. Clank Catacombs is going to let you build the dungeon while you're playing. I'm hoping that what they've done is they've opened up the play space a little bit. They've taken the knowledge that they have from Clank in Space, the more mechanics-driven stuff, and now they're setting it back into a theme that fits me personally more, right? Because I like the dungeon crawl. I like the D&D. I like the classic,
Sure.
I like some space things, but I like some space things in the unsettled sense, right?
Right.
The ambient horror,
right,
of the unknown, less so the sci-fi,
right, with more story flavor.
Yeah. So Clank Catacombs is going to be hitting the table. We'll be letting you know news about this. I know there's a lot of people that are interested and excited about the Clank series. Oh, I'm so glad this is on this side of the list. I saw him carry this upstairs, and I went, West. Hey, West, and you went, and I went,
yep.
Is that on your I'm not going to play list? And you didn't respond.
Nope. So, because I know Jesse wants to play this game so much,
I thought about picking this one up, and I said, I've talked about it enough. I'm not making more promises, because it's...
So, this is my promise, that by the end of the year, I will learn this game, and we will play it together.
It's ambitious. He's not good at learning games, folks.
I am so very... We're going to miss so many rules.
It's okay if we...
So many
How
rules.
many rules do you have to get right for it to count as having had played the game?
I don't think it matters.
Does it?
I think as long as you played
if you get 100% of the rules wrong, you didn't
really play the game.
If you get 80% of the rules wrong...
I think you've got to be on the game.
If you get 80% of the rules wrong...
Oh, that's an F.
You didn't play the game.
Yeah.
If you get half of the rules wrong...
You probably still didn't play the game.
You don't think you played the game then?
No, I don't think so.
We've already cut it down from anything counts to
half.
At least. Like, for instance, when I played Root and got the dice mechanic entirely backwards...
That was still only one thing wrong.
Did I play Root?
You did. You played Root because you only missed one thing.
How big of a percentage is that one thing? That's like a 10% swing.
What, are we starting to say each question is weighted?
Absolutely. Every element, every system is built into what makes a game a game.
I suppose, but I think if you got the majority of the rules correct, especially
51%. I got 51% of the rules right. I played the game.
All right, maybe not. So 80%. You gotta have 80% of the rules right.
Let us know. You gotta be kind of up there. That would be a good Monday Musings episode. I am going to play my father's work. Now, it's still in shrink. I know. I've had it for actually quite a while. I'm excited about this one. I'm really excited about this one.
Yeah.
I love narrative-driven games. I also like Euro games. This is that weird combination. There's two reasons why it's still in shrink right now. One is because I'm a monster and I don't like opening things until I'm ready to play them.
Correct.
But the real reason, we got this actually before the app was released. They put out an announcement. So we got it in. We were excited about it, but it was like a couple weeks before the app was actually live.
Right.
As the app went live, we were starting this weird transition phase we're in here at Quackalope. For those of you that don't know, Shira's down with family for the time being. I'm working on a conversion process that's been going on for about a year and a half. And hopefully next year we'll be able to kind of move forward with life a little bit, which means she'll be back up here and we'll be able to actually play this.
Correct.
This is a game that should fit both of our personalities quite a lot. And
Definitely.
so I'm hoping to get this to the table within the next few months, even if that means I have to learn it myself, play it a little bit myself, cover it a little bit here on the channel, but then also I really want to dedicate some time with this with Shira.
Yeah, she'll enjoy
that's
that.
one of my goals.
Yep.
She likes Euros. She's sometimes a fan of story-driven games, but I'm a big fan of story-driven games.
Yep.
And apps oftentimes help us get things to the table a little bit easier. Because we're both exhausted.
I know this is Clank again, okay? But here's the story behind this. Because it's after Christmas, I'm allowed to do this. I bought this game for my son.
This is not after Christmas.
This is 100% after Christmas.
This tomorrow.
No,
you're
definitely not.
Fan of my channel. It is spoiled.
It is not spoiled. This is going up the day after Christmas. It's fine. Because of that, this is my son and I's game we're playing this year. He's never played a Legacy game before. I've never actually played Clank before, and I've heard maybe that's not the greatest way to get into Clank, but I don't really care.
No, this is the greatest way. Maybe Catacombs now.
Maybe,
but this is the greatest way to get into Clank.
And I want to give my son the experience of playing a true Legacy game. I also want the opportunity to experience more opportunity.
Let him stuck the stickers?
Absolutely. Yeah.
What a brave
Stick
man.
the stickers, rip the cards, anything.
Stuck the stickers.
Stuck the stickers, yeah. But I got this for him. It's one of his Christmas presents, and I'm ridiculously excited to dive into it with him. And it'll be something that we get to play all year long. And it's time to spend with my kids. And if one of the other kids want to play too, great. But it's mostly for Caden and I because he loves board games, and I want to continue to nurture that relationship.
Cool. That's awesome, man. That's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear the coverage of that. And then one that counts as a sixth for both of us.
Oh, okay.
This is why we have a sixth.
Oh, okay. All right.
We have a beautiful board game table. If you haven't noticed, we upgraded a couple weeks ago. We're working on a dedicated video about it. This is a Band Pass design table.
Yes.
We'll have a link down below where you can go check that out.
The Dresden.
This is an amazing table. This is a table that has an insert underneath that will allow us to start playing through campaign games here on the channel.
Yep.
And the first campaign game that's Band Pass design sponsored in its own way is going to be ISS Vanguard. We've already done some things with Frosthaven, but this is the one that our community decided in a debate between Frosthaven versus ISS Vanguard.
You guys decided.
They said ISS is the one that we're going to dedicate the next two months to consistent Monday coverage of. So stay tuned, keep your eyes out. We're really excited to be bringing ISS Vanguard. I'm really personally excited to have a living campaign underneath my filming space.
That's such a cool
so that we can actually, when you come in, it'll be as simple as like take these toppers off, set up, play a session or two, close it back up, and get back to work.
Exactly.
So I'm thrilled about that. Tonight we're going to be going through the process of like laying it out underneath here and getting everything set. And so by the time you're watching this, it will be in this cavity, ready to begin its own adventure.
It's so cool. And I can't wait to do in-depth reviews, different types of things that we can teach you, the tricks and all the different things. That's part of why we're doing it for a full 2 months.
Yeah.
It's a lot of dedicated time.
Yeah, we're excited about it. All right, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Remember, so many list videos coming up. Let us know what you want to hear. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.